The Wellington Dukes and Trenton Golden Hawks both got off to flying starts in this OJHL campaign, and despite Wellington winning a physical first meeting between the Quinte region rivals, they entered the weekend tied for top spot in the division. Tonight, two coaches new to the rivalry will try to rally their troops for what's sure to be another feisty matchup as the Battle of Quinte shifts back to the Duke Dome. It's round two between Trenton and Wellington, and it starts now on the OJHL tonight.
And that is our view from Wellington. Good afternoon, I'm Lindsay Heron, and we are getting ready for round two of the Battle of the Bay of Quinte. Between the Wellington Dukes and Trenton Golden Hawks, and Wellington spoiled the fun last Sunday over at the Duncan Memorial, Wellington beating Trenton 6-3. So where are these teams at now? Well, Trenton coming off a big win against Aurora on Friday, 2-1 there, and Wellington needs to scramble back. They got blown out by Brampton on Wednesday, 7-3, but joining the conversation with more perspective, let's send it upstairs to David Foote and Alex Nahar.
Thanks, Lindsay. And the Golden Hawks coming off of a Friday night win. The Dukes coming off what has been a rare thing this season. That is a loss at the Showcase Tournament. It's been a busy week for both of these teams with the travel over to Buffalo, 2 games in 2 days for each of them, and then another one for Trenton to kick off the weekend. So we might see some tired legs here as we get going through this game.
Yeah, it feels like an eternity ago that these two teams matched up last Sunday in Trenton, but they're back at it here again. It was probably good for Trenton to go play 2 games in 2 days in that showcase, kind of try to forget the sting of that loss last Sunday to the Dukes, and now they get to try all over again.
Sunday afternoon hockey at the Duke Dome, round 2 of the Battle of Quinte, and Anand Oberoi will start for the Trenton Golden Hawks, trying to redeem himself after taking a loss against Wellington at home last week. There you see the numbers for the 20-year-old Canada native and a former draft pick of the Erie Otters. Across the pond, our first look on your TV at Matt Keeley, the 18-year-old from Niagara, played with the Ridley Tigers of the CISAA, and he is looking to do his part as this tag team of goaltenders continues for Derek Smith and the Dukes. Peter Goulet getting his first taste of the Battle of Quinte in enemy territory. He'll look to see his team continue its strong play of late. And across from him is Derek Smith, who is trying to get his boys to bounce back from a loss, something they did well here on home ice last week. Derek Voss dumped it in and then got sandwiched between a couple of white jerseys. Only 10 seconds left here as this one will bounce to the line. Here's Ellis turning and firing, and just up over the net. Dukes came real close to getting one just at the end of the period. But Anand Oberoi perfect for the Trenton Golden Hawks. Matt Keeley has been perfect for the Dukes as well, and a pretty good start to this second round of the Battle of Quinte. No score here on this Sunday afternoon. We'll take a break and be back with our first intermission coverage on the OJHL tonight on your TV. There's McMahon slipping it down into the corner. Nastasiuk back to him, and then up top here for Duchesne. Fires it through and scores! Samuel Duchesne with a tricky shot through the crowd, and he continues his torrid pace. It's his 4th of the season if it was untouched.
And he's been such a difference maker for this Golden Hawks team. It's the reason they put the C on him. He's been getting it done all over the ice, especially on the offensive side, and this power play stays red hot. That first unit out for Peter Goulet, and that's just a tricky shot from Duchesne. He knows he has bodies out front. He knows that Keeley's not going to have a great look at that puck. He throws it there, and it goes all the way through for the goal. 1-0 Hawks.
Detloff forward for McMahon. Poked away from him. Recollected on the wall. Thrown across here. In after it, Ignazito. Tried to find a man in front, but couldn't. The Hawks will keep it on the perimeter. Back to Vandenherk with a drive. Scores! Another long shot from near the blue line. Finds its way by, and Vandenherk is leading the train to the bench. If it's his second of the season. Here come the Hawks, 3-on-2. Shot, they score! Dalton Bancroft back at the Duke Dome, and he buries it to make it a 3-0 Trenton lead.
Yeah, back at the Duke Dome, and he makes that one hurt. That's now 3 goals in the past 2 games for Dalton Bancroft, who's been nothing but hot this season, and that's a goal scorer's goal. He uses his sides, gets some room on the outside and then just snaps that past Keeley and just beats him clean for Bancroft. That's his 8th of the season already, as he's got a big role here in Trenton. He's making the most of it.
13 minutes even, the time of the goal for Dalton Bancroft. And the hill gets a little bit bigger for the Dukes to climb, and Jake Gagnon in the top 5 in scoring. Frank Vitucci is there as well. Harrison Israels, who again Dukes fans will remember well from the Buckland Cup final last season, leading with 19 points. Here's Woodhouse trying to get charging out of his zone. Headed off nicely by Nastasiuk and had to change direction. Now Woodhouse finding a lane. Woodhouse disrupted but keeps going. Tapped off, fed into the middle, and there is Woodhouse to finish off the play and open the scoring for the Dukes. Not how they drew it up, Alex, but a nice play by Woodhouse to just drop it off and go to the net. And the puck finds him right in the slot.
Yeah, this all starts with Ben Woodhouse, and it's going to finish with Ben Woodhouse too, as he does a great job of turning back in his own zone, getting speed, and then cutting right through the middle of the ice. He goes there, gets the puck off, and what do you know, he finds it right back. When you do good things on the ice, you're rewarded, and he's rewarded right there, and he gets the Dukes on the board late in his second period. Maybe some late life, David.
Marcellini stepped in after it, and that allows the Golden Hawks to get out, but they lose possession. Smith again up for Vitucci, intercepted. Vandenherk steps around Smith as he comes back in. Dropped off here, and a pass across from Fox, and good break up on the active stick by Hanna. Getting it up alone for Gagnon on a breakaway, scores! Jake Gagnon will get back in a tie for the OJHL scoring lead. The breakaway goal makes it 3-2.
And that's the guy that Wellington needs to get going in this third period, is Jake Gagnon. Not too happy with his first period and second period play, but Gagnon comes out here and draws the Dukes to back within 1 with that huge goal early in the third period. All sorts of room up over the shoulder of Anand Oberoi, and Gagnon finds it.
Hi, David. Thank you. Joining us near you is Landon McClellan's grandparents, who are a fan of the game this afternoon. We'll be presenting you with a gift certificate for the Dukes canteen. But what do you think of the game so far?
Well, it was a little sluggish here for 2 periods, but now we're starting to pick it up a bit. If we can hit our own guys with 2 more passes, shorten the shifts up, we'd be good to go.
And one thing with the fan of the game is it's so hard to pick the fan of the game because there's so many loyal, dedicated fans. We've seen you with the score sheet for sure. What are your thoughts on Landon this season?
You know, he's moved up from the 4th line to centering the 3rd line, so he's a rookie this year, and he's doing very well.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations, and hopefully you'll get something to eat soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dave. Back to you.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Lindsay. Yeah, that's some bang-on analysis, I think. McClellan has certainly done a good job to move up as a long shot comes into the logo of Oberoi, and yeah, pretty good analysis on the Dukes here in this third period as well.
Game's been on the line. He's going to have to keep doing it here.
Hanna shoots and scores! Well, it doesn't matter what side of the ice it is, Quinn Hanna with all kinds of time, and he rips a wrist shot home to tie the game and get a power play goal.
When it's late in the third period and the Dukes need a goal, this is the guy that seems to always come up big. Dating back to the playoffs last year, even in the Battle of Quinte here right now, Quinn Hanna finds a way to make the most of that shot from the point, and he does it again for the Dukes as they've got this thing all knotted up, and we start back to where we began.
They were in no rush to move it forward. Glove down by Voss, look out! And a nice back check play by Vitucci, able to trouble the Hawks enough. But the Battle of Quinte is headed to overtime in round 2 after a late third period goal from Quinn Hanna.
And why not? Why not have this game go to overtime, these two evenly matched teams?
Here's Dylan Massey coming in. Massey with a great move to the net, and he gets taken down, and it's a penalty against the Golden Hawks. Trying to get through again, broken up by Hanna. Smith flipping it in. Woodhouse bothered from behind and couldn't get the shot away. And here come the Hawks now on the odd man rushes. Smith comes back to try to pick up the back check. Great play by Quinn Hanna. Now he and Woodhouse will get away. Here's Woodhouse, can't drag in. Hanna had to be careful because he didn't want to get caught.
This together that, like I said, was trying to be a little too pretty.
Ryan Smith is going to win the game in his Dukes debut. It was that quick, right off the faceoff. A stunned Anand Oberoi will get back to his feet, and the Dukes celebrate with their newest acquisition. He's waited a long time to get on the ice for Wellington, and he wins the game for Wellington.
And a storybook ending there for Ryan Smith. Gets in his first game. He's waited, he's watched, he's wanted to make an impact, and he does right here. Right off the draw, just a quick backhand shot, and Oberoi just couldn't get set as that squeaks through. The comeback complete.
Individual effort outstanding from Ryan Smith, and for all the excellent saves that Anand Oberoi made throughout the course of the night. That tough one eludes him, and the Dukes are 2-0 in the Battle of Quinte.